Have you ever experienced longing for something unattainable, only to feel unfulfilled when you finally obtained it, while also simultaneously fearing its loss? Life can often appear so chaotic, we are unsure of where exactly to begin to make improvements. Buddha provides an intuitive framework to understand human existence, tackle suffering, and uncover a new route towards freedom. Step 1 is to accept the reality of suffering. Buddha's first teaching, known as dukkha, invites us to recognize that suffering isn't just an incidental part of life. It's central to our experience as human beings. In other words, it's not a bug in our experience as earthlings. It's a feature. Starting from birth, through the inevitable processes of aging and illness, up until the end. Vincent van Gogh's life poignantly embodies Buddha's teaching of dukkha. His life was a vivid tapestry of pain, anguish, and intense emotional experience. Pretty much like his paintings, his existence had no straight lines or right angles, just continuous curves of emotions and relentless waves of torment. And yet, his work demonstrates how accepting suffering can transform personal anguish into something deeper that resonates with millions and paves the way for others. Rather than endlessly striving forward for the next big thing, a futile chase that goes on forever, the Buddha invites us to go the other way, reverse our direction and delve into the root cause of our suffering, which ushers in the second step. Step 2 is where it gets real about the key driver of why we suffer. It mainly comes down to two things, the Buddha says: desire and attachment. Desire is perpetually yearning for what we do not possess at any given moment, and it goes beyond just wanting material things or temporary pleasures. It includes our cravings for ideals, status, and personal connections. Attachment is what keeps us tied to these desires, glued to these illusions. Alexander the Great embodies this principle strikingly. No victory was ever enough. Despite his unparalleled conquests and the establishment of an empire that spanned continents, Alexander's life was steeped in the desire for more. Great was his empire, even greater his dissatisfaction. His relentless pursuit of expansion and his attachment to his achievements eventually isolated him from even his most loyal generals and brought him immense emotional turmoil and physical exhaustion. By recognizing that our suffering stems from these deep-seated desires and misconceptions, we can begin to see things as they truly are. This awareness is a crucial step towards liberation from the continuous cycle of desire and dissatisfaction. Step 3 is where good news starts to kick in. You can put an end to this seemingly endless cycle of suffering. This is the essence of the Buddha's third noble truth, known as Nirodha. You don't alleviate suffering by escaping from life and its experiences, but by changing your relationship to them. This is where peace and equanimity are found, not by removing oneself from the world, but by transforming one's responses and attitudes towards it. Leo Tolstoy, the celebrated author, is a perfect example of this transformation. After reaching the heights of literary success and societal acclaim, Tolstoy faced a deep moral and spiritual crisis. He discovered that his opulent lifestyle failed to bring him genuine peace or joy. Adopting a simpler life, he shifted his focus toward spirituality, the rights of peasants, and non-violent resistance. Rather than retreating from society, Tolstoy engaged with the world more purposefully, aiming to reduce his own suffering and that of others by advocating for social and personal change. Leo Tolstoy is but one example. How do you actually implement this transformation in your own life? What's the framework to put each and every one of us on the path to emotional peace and spiritual freedom today? Step 4 is about embarking on this path, referred to by the Buddha as Megha. This path includes principles of ethical conduct, mental discipline, and wisdom, each crucial for guiding individuals toward a deeper understanding and control over their lives. Ethical conduct ensures that interactions with others are fair and compassionate. Mental discipline fosters clarity and focus, while wisdom allows for clearer insight into reality, aiding in the reduction of personal suffering. Collectively, these practices offer a holistic approach to spiritual liberation and peace, fundamentally changing the way individuals engage with the world and view themselves. In the Western world, Marcus Aurelius exemplifies this principle through his Stoic philosophy as detailed in his writings in Meditations. As a Roman emperor, he emphasized self-control, ethical conduct, and rational thinking, which resonate closely with the Buddhist ideals of mental discipline and wisdom. Aurelius practiced moderation and thoughtfulness in his interactions, aligning his actions with his ethical beliefs and striving for mental clarity amid the complexities of his role. In short, life doesn't owe you anything except continuous change, what the Buddha called impermanence. In fact, the only thing life actually guarantees is the opportunity to face constant challenges and through overcoming them, to carve out your own pathway to freedom. The Buddha's Four Noble Truths lay out a powerful framework to transcend suffering and lead a more serene and fulfilling life. Reflecting on the lives of Vincent van Gogh, Alexander the Great, Leo Tolstoy, and Marcus Aurelius, we see the universal application of these truths across diverse contexts and time periods. These Buddhist principles are not foreign or remote. They are everywhere around us if we only look closer. Life does not merely happen to you. It happens for you and your greater spiritual benefit, presenting so many opportunities to shift our perspectives. By changing how we view the world, we can step away from the endless cycle of illusions and the relentless pursuit of shifting goals. For a deeper understanding of this concept, feel free to check out our video on samsara. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and don't forget to subscribe for more insights on philosophical and spiritual teachings. Until we meet again, may your journey be filled with peace and wisdom.